Hi guys, welcome. So in today's videos, it's gonna be a long one because we're gonna cover a lot of topics at once. One, we're gonna go into the hosting. We're gonna go and buy a domain. We're gonna connect this domain to Cloudflare, and then we're gonna connect our email, and eventually we're gonna go and configure our SSL ticket. Now, while I'm gonna explain a lot of stuff while we go to each step. That means when we're gonna get into the hosting, I'm gonna explain a little bit over there, but we're not gonna dive into too much details. So this is actually a practical video for you to go and start your website with everything you need. That's what I'm trying to do here. I don't wanna get into too much details, just like straight to the point, whatever you need to know, because once I tried to find those videos, I couldn't find it in one video that's actually get everything together in one box, and I will try my best to explain it to you. So let's dive in and let's continue on Cloudways. All right, guys. So we are at Cloudways. Cloudways, as you can see, they provide a lot of things over here, but we're gonna go straight to the point. So you need to register, and after you register, you're gonna get into the window that's look like. And the magic happens, and like this. So, a quick explanation of what we see. Basically, we have a server. Cloudways is giving us the interface to the server. They are connected to a VPS, right? And they give us the interface of the server. We're not gonna get into too much details because I want you to just like go straight to the work, and afterwards you will understand everything on here. Each server contains a lot of applications. So that's why we have this toggle over here, right? So for example, I can have one server, right? And have multiply of WordPress sites inside of this server, right? So in order to create a server, we're gonna click on the bottom over here, add a server, and we have a lot of options for our server. We have DigitalOcean, Linode, Volter, Amazon, and Google Cloud Platform. I really enjoyed most of them. So I'm gonna choose WordPress, and I'm gonna name my site, let's say this is gonna be the server, this is gonna be the WordPress, so I'm gonna call it testing managed servers, again, testing, just for this video. This is gonna be the project, that doesn't matter. Now, this is the part where we choose our server. For each site that you're gonna build, you wanna know the purpose of it, because here it's a tricky part. If you're gonna use an e-commerce with a lot of products inside of it or anything like that, then you would like to have a really big server. Let's say something like here. Or, for example, you are starting your agency and you want to host at least 4 websites on your server, then you would go something around here, right? Simple as that. Also, remember that in Cloudways, you can pay as you go, as you grow. And that's really cool feature. That means you just go and scalable your server and you get the right fit for your needs. That is amazing feature. My go-to is usually DigitalOcean. This is really your own choice and your performance. That's what I tested, and those one I know, so that's why I tell them about it. Let's go with this one at this moment. Now here we can see how much we're gonna pay monthly, right? So if we're gonna choose here, I'm gonna choose here, you see, that's gonna be the amount of it. Now, this is the location of the server. For example, if your customers are in the United States, you don't wanna put it in London, you wanna put it somewhere near your target. If your target is still unknown, that's something you need to figure out before starting this process. Good hosting, which give you the option to actually choose and change the location of the server. So again, everything here is scalable and changeable, which are really useful stuff. All right, amazing. So I'm gonna choose, for me, Frankfurt work very fast. Now let's launch now. All right, so after we add the server, right? It's adding it. It's gonna take some time. Until it's gonna finish adding our server, we're gonna buy a domain. Now, let's go and buy a domain. Okay, so for this purpose, I'm gonna buy some site that I'm working on, and why not just like 8 bar loop. Let's see if this works out. If so, that's gonna be fine. 8 bars loop is taken. What, for real? Let's find some cheap domain just for this purpose. Let's find something else. Let's say Alright, so we're gonna choose our domain name for now. Now here is a good website that you can use your domain, and they don't pay me anything, but I just use their site for a long time. They have the best prices in the market from what I've seen. Some design that I made for something that I had in my mind, maybe 4 bars loop. I have something with numbers, 5 polar, 4 bars loop. What's gonna be next? All right, so let's choose $8 for 4-bar loops. What? This is expensive. Retail at. So here you can choose for how long you want to buy your domain for. You can buy it for 1 year, you can buy it for 10 years, you can buy it for as long years as you want. Now, domain privacy free, so why not? I think we are good to go. SSL we don't need, we have it in the site, and all of those things are really not something that we need. Let's confirm our order. Let's wait. So I'm gonna use a PayPal. Let's go see that you have something over here. No, I'm good. Continue 4 bars loop. And that works for me, I guess. Check out with PayPal. That's what we're gonna pay. $8, guys. That was our launch, just transformed into amazing. So now I'm the owner of 4 bars loop. Amazing. Wow, what I can do with that domain. So many things, huh? Let's go and click manage. Now at this point we're gonna wait with what is going on over here. All right, now we own the domain 4barsloop.com. That's amazing. But there's a couple of steps until we connect our domain to our hosting. There's gonna be a middleman. We're gonna call him Cloudflare. Now, what is Cloudflare? Make some security measures to your site, and it's something that helps us connect the domain in a really easy way. So we're gonna call to Cloudflare, and you need to register an open account. It takes minutes or so. And let's search for the domain we have. Let's add a site. Let's go and paste our domain. Let's add a site. All right, so here they ask us which plan we want. Now we're gonna choose the free plan. Let's click continue. We're gonna wait. Amazing. In order to connect our domain to our hosting, let's go and delete this one. Let's go and delete this one also. So we finish deleting and setting up our first initial in Cloudflare. Now what we want to do is get the IP from the hosting, right, for the server, and then we're going to paste it in the CNAME. That way we inform Cloudflare that this is the server that you want to connect to. All right, let's follow the steps. Remember, we did the server already, so it's supposed to be done by now. All right, amazing. We have it done. Testing is now working. Let's find our application, which is our WordPress site. Just by now, before we even connect anything, we can already start working on our site. If you can see, we have logged in to our website. Now, this is also a cool feature with Cloudways. Why? Because you don't need to wait to the client to do anything, to buy anything. You can just start working on your own time, on your own, which really cool. And that's really helpful, the workflow. Let's go and copy our public IP. We have copied the public IP and let's go back to our DNS. All right, let's add a record, tap A, and let's go like this and add our IP. Right, let's click save. And we have our A record for this one. Okay, so we added the A record for our domain with the new IP from Cloudways. Amazing. Let's go and hit continue. So now we're gonna take those 2 servers we got here, and we're gonna tell NameCheap to get into Cloudflare. Basically, we are pointing our domains now to the servers over here. Now, how do we find where are those in the NameCheap? So again, let's start from the beginning. We're going to the domain list. We're going to our domain. And here you'll find name server. Go to the drop down and choose custom DNS. Name server 1, paste the one that we got. Copy the next one. You see, this is name server 1, name server 2. And go to here and paste it. Now, all you need to do is save that here. And amazing. Now our domain going to Cloudflare. Cloudflare go to our hosting, if that makes sense. Okay, so after we are pointing our servers to our hosting, now we need to add the domain inside of the hosting. Now this is the last stage in all this domain connection, so don't get frustrated. Let's go and find our, so here, this is the server. We want to find our application and our WordPress. And here we have this, all of this drop down. Let's find our domain management and click on it. Let's go to domain management. And now let's enter our primary domain, which was 4barloop.com. Save changes. And the magic will happen in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Okay, so guys, nothing gonna be connected. You can go home. Sorry for listening for this, how long you've been listening. But I guess you can go to sleep while it's doing that. Yeah. Oh, it's all worked. All right, amazing. So our application domain has been updated. That means now that's our site should be on our domain. Guys, are you ready to check if it works? Oh my God, this is the moment where I get really excited, when I know like it's about to start. So how do you get, by the way, to your site? In WordPress site, the way to log in into your dashboard is by your domain, and then like this core, or I'm not sure what to say it, like what is the name, and then WP admin. Now here they provide you username and password. You can change it if you want. So let's go and copy those parameters. Let's copy our password and here, and just click remember me. And here we are. We are at our WordPress site. That's amazing. So let's go and just do a couple of things over here. I just like start my WordPress very, very clean, like that. This is our first steps in building our website. Now, before we getting into the plugins and how it's gonna work and the explanation, I'm gonna do a couple of things that's gonna show you my way on approaching the web design and web build. Now, let's sum it all up, all right? Because we had a couple of things over here that we want to have a note for. So, we finished setting up our WordPress. Now, basically, the site is ready to be developed to your own needs. So in this tutorial, after we got our hosting and our domain, and they are working, and we have the WordPress site, before we getting into design, there's one last thing that we need to do, and it's configure the mailing. Hello guys. So we are at the hosting, right? And we want to configure the mail. Now there's a couple of options. Let's go right here and choose add on. Here you will have the option to buy elastic email. So at the elastic emails, we have couples of options. We can get 1,000 emails, 3,000. Again, you see it 10 cents. So it's nothing. And that's something that's very useful to use on your website. Now, after you configure the elastic email, we go to our server and to SMTP and choose elastic email and send a test email, right? Let's try to check it. And we should get an email, right? Now, how we configure that in our WordPress site. So there are a couple of things. We need to add a couple of lines, Cloudflare. We need to add a couple of lines in our Cloudflare. All right, so in order to configure the email, first of all, you can delete whatever if you see something that has an email over here or anything else. We just need to copy in the description. I'm gonna leave all the things you need. So let's start and adding our, let's call it lines at this moment. So txt and use the root. It's gonna be this one, and we're gonna use this one. And let's click save. Amazing. Let's add our copy this and a name, txt, name, content, save another one, add a record, txt, this one, amazing, This one gonna be a CNAME. This one, right? And amazing. Now we have finished with the Cloudflare, and we are going back to our WordPress site, our lovely site. And let's go to plugins. Let's go and add new one, SMTP. Let's install WP Mail SMTP by WP Forms and activate it. Go back to dashboard. Now here we're gonna do some couple of things. We're gonna choose other SMTP, and here there's also gonna be here in the description if you forgot what you need. So SMTP host gonna be this one. We're gonna use TLC, the port same, username. Now the SMTP username and the SMTP password is basically the API we have from the hosting. So let's hop on to our hosting. Let's go to add-ons. Let's go to our Elastic email. Let's go to the API. Let's copy our API key, put it here, save settings, and now it should work. Let's have a test email and see if it works. All right, congrats, test email. What happened is, you see, we got it from 4-bar loops. All right, guys, so we finished with configuring the mail. We finished with configuring. I'm gonna leave here down in the description all the things you need in order to make this. So all the text to the Cloudflare, and also this. And I hope that you find it very useful. See you in the next one. So we configure the mailing, and now the last thing we have to do is make sure that we have an SSL on our site. So how we do that? Let's dive in. We are at the Cloudways on our application at the 4-bars loop, and let's go to SSL certificate. And let's go. Let's encrypt email address. My email address and the domain name is 4barsloop.com and install certificate. Really? That's simple. That's simple. You don't need to do much at all in order to get the SSL. Now, why it's very good to have an SSL on your site? Couple of reasons. First of all, it's SEO wise, it's get your site ranking very high. So that means more chances that your site will be showing at the first results, because it's basically said that it's secure. Reason number 2, users feels very secure when they see this icon over here. So if you are using e-commerce, that's gonna make sure you're gonna have a lot of buyers and not gonna abandon your site immediately, because that shows that it's more secure and it's more reliable. This factor is really big deal breaker in some sites. Amazing. Now we have it. That's it. That successfully happened. And yeah, we can move from here to the last thing. All right, so we finished with the mailing, and now the last thing we need to know is our backups. So let's dive in. Let's go to our server and not our WordPress site, and let's go hop into backup. In backups, we can see that we have some settings when and how the backup's gonna work. As you can see, for now, it's have 1 hour, and backup frequency is 1 day, and backup rotation in 1 week. Local backups basically means if it's on the site or on another server, as you can see here on the eye. There is an extra fee on this one, but most of the time you can leave this on disable. It should be fine. Right now I have 4 gigabytes of backups. That's not very good to my site, but you know. Now, the scaling. This is very useful. As you can see here, if I want to grow, for example, if I started at a small site, right, and now I have like 20 sites, the speed is gonna be very limited. So what I can do, instead of just like open new servers and whatnot, I just can go here and scale it up, and then I will pay for what I need. according to what it's all about. Let's go to one of the last settings on here. Settings and package. That's very important. So we're going to use Elementor. So if you're here in this page and you don't see a memory limit that's above 100, then this is the time to change it to 256. So here we have some details about our servers, and here we can change our PHP. So this is the PHP we have currently. This is 7.3. And we have all above, but 7.3, that can be fine. Okay, optimization. Now, we can do some optimization here, but that's gonna be on another video. We're gonna do a whole topic about how to optimize our website the best way with a plugin. So don't worry, no code and no anything too complicated gonna be on this one. All right, so let's go to basic and finish with those settings. And let's sum it all up. Yeah, basically, we had everything, starting from buying the domain, getting our hosting. We know how to connect with Cloudflare. We know how to back up our site. We know how to install SSL. It's basically make ourselves a hot cup of tea and just start building our website. And that's where the magic happens, basically. That was the hardest part you're going to have in this whole process, believe me. So if you're into web design and into websites in general, this is the channel for you. This is the time to go here, subscribe to the channel if this was helpful to you in any other way. Also, you are more than welcome to ask whatever you want. If you want a certain tutorial on anything or anything like that, I will be happy to answer that. And if also you are looking for someone to build your own website, you can contact me directly with my mail that I'm going to leave in the description, so we can work together on your next project. So thank you very much for listening. That was the whole topic, and I hope we're going to see you on our next video. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.